Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. I want to quickly say, Sag, your mid-November reading was amazing. It went out to so many of you, and I'm so glad and thankful for all of you that took your time to check out that reading. Sag, this is going to be your weekly, December 4th through the 10th. This will be for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Always discern the messages, flip the rules as it applies, and with that, we are going to move on into your reading. Quickly, personals are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page, and you can visit me at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. Sag, what I heard from Spirit was, is this the time? To me, this is you kind of contemplating whether or not you want to make a move on something. I think it's also begging the question, should you be making this move on whatever it is? So, oh, excuse me, goodness. So with that, we're going to see what comes up in the cards and go from there. This is the second time now that 111, I've seen that in your last one. I was getting ready to say, I started to record this video. There was too much ruckus going on. It's the weekend. Trying to get these out to you guys, you know, real life. This is mom life, right? And there was like a disruption, and then just as I was speaking, my throat got dry. So we'll see. It's like you may be wanting to say something or extend an offer of something or something to that effect. Something is making you need to pause. You need to pause on whatever this is. So it's like, hold on, hold up. So let's see, Sag, what's going on? Dependability and consistency. Let's see how this plays out, Sag. I will say, I think your dependability is something that attracts others to you. I think that dependability and the consistency of your efforts that you tend to try to put in, it says something about you. And somebody could be viewing you that way, or you could be seeing it as knowing that this is who you are and this is what you do. So if you don't do something, oh my God, a buzzer now. Like, you guys might be feeling like you're being pulled in 1,000 different directions, or your head is not just focused on one thing. You could be thinking of multiple possibilities or feeling multiply distracted. My laundry's done. It's the weekend. You have kids, you're never done doing laundry, so that may resonate with probably a lot of you. So with that, it's like you could be recognizing that if you've made a commitment to something in the past, that's who you are. You consistently show up and show out to the best of your ability. You're action-oriented sign, right? Passionate sign about the things that you involve yourself in. And that could be coming to the surface this week, Sag. So what is it, Spirit, that Sag needs to know? December 4th through the 10th. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know? Moderation coming out in the sideways position, and then shift. Sag, these are not necessarily cards of leaving, but I heard something is leaving your life. Shift coming out sideways, as well as moderation, and this may be Sagittarius. You know, when we come back through to our solar return, Sag, and happy birthday to you all, by the way. You know, when we come back to that solar return, there is a pronunciation of understanding the things that we have spent the last year doing. There is a massive, whoa, I'm now turning, you know, X number of years old, and I wanted to accomplish whatever it was by 30, and I haven't. So then it kind of lights the fire under your ass to want to start making movement towards your goals. Going, this is what year number whatever looks like to me, and these are the things that I'm setting out. So it's like a reconfiguration of where you are in life. It's kind of like that check-in moment for you that goes, where am I going with this? And that it's like you're in the middle of understanding what this means for you, how it is that this is going to come full circle in the year to come. And your perception on things might be shifting. I really feel like you guys are in the middle, and I've seen this kind of slowly developing for you guys over the last couple of months. of maybe a couple, almost 2 months, I think, something like that, where there is a rebirthing that is happening, and I kind of feel like you may feel as if you're in the middle of the shitstorm trying to figure it out. You're trying to navigate, like, you burn shit to the ground. You don't swim through the waters, and right now you're being forced to swim. And it's like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this. It's kind of like, being married for 20 years and then getting a divorce and decide you're going to start dating again and going, I ain't dated in 20 years. Boy, has this game changed, right? It's kind of like that. Like, I'm getting back into something, and I don't know if I know how to do this the right way. And I think that for some of you, it could be a thought process that's leaving your life. The way you've seen things is starting to drift out of your conscious mind and go, it's not the way that I thought it was still, or this is very different, and now I have to see this differently. It's kind of like, I feel like you're being poked with like a hot prod going, let's go. How you gonna do this time? Let's go. Pressure's on you, heat's on you, let's go. And it might be a fire that you're not used to burning. It's a very different energy, Sagittarius, very different. All right, for Sag, December 4th through the 10th. Show yourself some compassion during this transition, because it's like, I'll compare you guys to an elementary school student. You go off to school, mom gets you on that bus that first day, and you have no idea what you're walking into. You went to open house, you got to see your classroom, you got to see the crayons, you got to see the fun little things and pictures on the wall. But when you get there and have to start putting the work in, you're like, oh, hell. And I hope you're not at 5 going, oh, hell, but oh, whoa, mommy's not here to hold my hand. Nobody's there to assist me. I've got to start being independent in this. It becomes very, very different. It's a big realization, right? So everything is shifting. Everything is changing. And you're in the middle of this shift. And I do feel like this shift, there are moments, Sag, where it feels like it's happening slowly. But then there's other moments that it's like, you feel like you got hit with the freight train. Because it's like a spiritual awareness that comes through and kind of like runs you over. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't see that coming. I never would have thought that X, Y, and Z. And you're going home and you're sitting with your thoughts. Ace of Cups. I said about that compassion. That Ace of Cups is full of love, compassion, giving. It's an overflowing emotional potential of abundance that lives there. Ace of Swords. You are declaring a new truth that the way that you have worked before, it's being illuminated. Oh, I just pushed it back in there with the sun. There's a new truth being had. There's light being shown on your working progress, the working construct of how you've gotten to where you are. Does it still work the same way? Probably not. There's that devil, Capricorn energy, Capricorn season. I'm going to throw this out to you. This has come up in my head, honestly, Sag, my intuitive awareness. Mind's eye, call it what you will. The last couple of weeks. If you guys are contemplating marriage, like popping the question, there's like an internal, and I've heard it again, and it's like the 10th time over, and Spirit's like, okay, spit it out, Nicole. Let's just get down to it. There's an internal struggle within you, and maybe this perception shift is around your relationships. What you feel is committal. Are you a committal person, or are you a non-committal kind of person? The Death card, your views on this, they're changing. Maybe who hasn't been burnt in love at some point, right? We've had our hearts broken. We've had, little Joey in high school at 14. He was cheating and talking to Susie Q over in the corner after 7th period one day, and it just broke your damn heart, and you've never been able to trust since. Or maybe at 22, your college sweetheart was out, partying with his friends and put that more important than, first to you. So it's like we've all been hurt on small scales and large scales emotionally when it comes to our love. And to me, Sag, this is the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Wands is this internal fight and struggle with the past and learning how to change it, learning how to trust something that was toxic before. And it's like that, I feel like that fire within you, when it does burn, yeah, there might be a lot of passion, but it may be surface level passion. It might be, ooh, they look good, ooh, that's a fun time at night, ooh, it's you know, all of these things, right? And I do believe, and I'm gonna have to double check, don't put my feet to the fire on this one. I think Venus is rolling through Scorpio maybe, or something like that. Scorpio's moving into something, or something's moving into Scorpio. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I don't know, Google it. I'm gonna have to look myself. But to see that's death and rebirth. It's the taboo, right? If that's what's happening right now. But either way, you still have Scorpio sitting here with Capricorn. So between Scorpio season though 2 and Capricorn, or you could be dealing with one or the other. Sag, it's like, do I want to commit? Am I able to commit? Am I willing to give and let go of the past? Am I willing to let go of the pain that I have felt? Am I done playing, you know, being rotten, if you like to run around and do your thing 11:11 on the clock? Am I done with that? Am I done with that lifestyle? Am I really ready to commit to something? And that's how this feels to me, is a matter of commitment. So one more. There comes that 8 of Pentacles again. I almost said Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but I also just did Taurus's weekly, so there you go again. Knight of Wands, I'm sorry. Knight of Wands, the Magician, the Emperor. You're trying to hang on to the way your world is being built. You may be, I don't want to call you self-centered, Sag, but you guys can, I got a mom for a Sag. I've got my whole life of dealing with you, Saggies. No offense. I don't mean it in a bad way, guys. I just got lots of experience. But you guys can tend to worry about you and what it is that you need. And I feel like there's a little bit of fear of like, I've built 8 Pentacles by myself. Since this past situation, I have built these 8 Pentacles for myself. Do I want to have to share those with somebody? Or this could be somebody you're dealing with, Sag. Or I'm going to be honest with you, those 11s that I've seen, are you mirroring one another? Are you afraid that the other one is going to hurt you? Are you both in that energy? I'm afraid you're going to hurt me. Are you going to hurt me? It's very much a back and forth kind of energy this week. And this could even be friendships. It doesn't have to be love. But there's something around this that says, dare I trust this? Dare I move into this? And it's hard for you to kind of decipher that right now because you're in the middle of this shift. You're in the middle of understanding how this all changes and works. That's a scary place to be. I mean, call it for exactly what it is. It's the unknown, right? But I do think that over this week, Mercury energy, for some reason, just came through, could really be affecting. It's like the further we get into this Mercury retrograde aspect, you may feel like your feet are getting more put to the fire and you're afraid you're going to make a bad decision. And I think for some of you, it's not going to be around the fact that it's Mercury retrograde, it's just the idea that shit, I feel like I'm going to have to make a judgment call here and my kid's tearing down the house. And if I do, is it going to rock my world? Is it going to tear everything apart if I don't make this move? And there's that. Just said it. Look at the Sag. Good God, you can't make it up. I love it. And 10 of Pentacles. Does this person bring those other 2 Pentacles in for me? You're weighing your options. That 2 of Pentacles. You built the 8 on your own. How the hell do you get to the 10? How do you get to that long-term stable happiness? And how? How am I doing this? How do I see this playing out, down the road? What if I make a quick impulsive move that just blows everything up and I fuck it up? Don't overthink it, Sag. Don't overthink it. Where you're feeling pulled to, that is the truth of the matter. If you feel pulled to do something, to make a certain decision, it's like I always tell my kiddo, right? Like, I'll say, what do you want for dinner? And she'll start to say something and she'll stop. And then she's like, well, I don't know. Maybe this, maybe hot dogs, maybe macaroni, shit like that. And I'm like, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Well, I'm like, no. What was the first thing that came to you? Hot dogs. Then why are we talking about macaroni and cheese? I mean, it's a really stupid example, but it's the point. When you feel pulled to something, your gut's initial reaction is telling you exactly what it is that you need to do. It's thinking for you. You don't have to overthink it. But you're like, boy, what if this is too fast? What if this is too quick? Does it feel right? When you take away the fear of what could be wrong, you know, and that tower doesn't have to be a bad tower. This is just simply the awareness, right? The awareness of an unexpected thing that you didn't think you'd ever do again. I pulled it out again. I just put those cards back together, put them back, pulled them back out. Same thing. Well, I got my hand upside down. Same thing. Same 2 cards. Seriously, Sag? Like, is this even up for debate? Ace of Cups. Knight of Cups. You want to give that love. You want to give into something, but you're sitting there. If you don't nurture what you've got, it ain't no wonder you're in the 9 of Swords. You have to nurture. You can plant all the seeds you want to. Right? It's like, but I've planted seeds before. I know what happens. I know what this turns out to be. Do you? Or is it the fear of the past? Is it the sleepless nights of the past? Is it, are you afraid to open up and love? Is it afraid of you being afraid of opening up and giving? Are you afraid somebody else won't? That's what this is. What is this devil about for Sagittarius, my spirit? The Hierophant in the World card. I said about Taurus earlier. And there you got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, Sag. You're so afraid a cycle is going to repeat. The difference is, I'm going to say this, it might sound a little silly in a way, but you've got spirit on your side this time. There's been an awakening. There's been a higher governing aspect to this. You're in a different position of power this time around. And it's not for control. It's not for you to control. But it's about your level of commitment. It's about what you're willing to commit yourself to. Are you willing to sit down with somebody and go their way? Are you willing to do it differently so you end up with better results in the long run? Because that cycle of the devil, it's closed out for you. Taurus is practical, slow moving, precise, diligent. Doesn't work super fast, and for some of you, you could be, kind of caught between, like, if you did it quickly before, you don't want to repeat that cycle, and if you didn't move fast enough last time, it's like you don't want to miss an opportunity. Okay, I hope that's making sense. The Devil card, spirit, the Sun, the Eight of Pentacles again, Sagittarius. The Devil card showing itself in the background with the Justice card. I said about, moving too fast on something, which led to codependency, toxic energies. I'm going to say, if this is another person, I don't think you're doing it the same way this time, because both sides of this have done their Eight of Pentacles work. Put in the work, mastering your craft, I feel like it's mastering the self. I don't have the Strength card here, but it's like self-mastery. And the Justice card is, it's like, to me, I see this Justice card and I see the Sun card with the Devil. The Sun is outshining the Devil. It's further advanced. It's further along. It's happiness. And it's like, it covers up that Devil energy. Like, your happiness is more important than tangoing with low-lying bullshit. And this Justice card, like, I just feel like that Justice, hand up to the Devil. No. It's like a like backhanding it. Like, we're not doing this again. It's already been done. Shoo. Get that Devil out of your mind. Oh, I'm not going to have anything down. It's like pushing that out of your head and going, I can let that go because I've done more work on me. I've advanced myself. I'm not the same person that I was. you know, and for some of you, it's like, I'm going to say for some of you, you're ready to move on and move forward into this. For others of you, probably not. And when you talk about the timing, look at this. The King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. For some of you, you could be dealing, Spirit just said, with another Sagittarius, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that could be fighting with you. So maybe some of you are going through a divorce right now. Third party kind of energy, because it's kind of like this devil's watching this Two of Cups and the Sun going, oh, you think you're going to be happy? Watch this. So somebody could be trying to interfere in your happiness right now. King of Pentacles, I said Taurus energy again earlier. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with in some capacity. But I feel like this devil was trying to show themselves over top of it. Like, I'm going to watch this and I'm going to burn this son of a bitch to the ground. So, just be mindful if you're dealing with third parties. Make sure you clean up one situation before you get into another as well. This Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Lover's card. I told you, you've worked really hard to get to your Eight of Pentacles. There's that wounded warrior. Now you've got the choice to make. Do I want to invest my Eight of Pentacles of what I've worked for with another person? Do I want to commit to another situation, a soulmate, a personal contract with another soul? You know, is that something I want to do? Am I capable of doing that right now? Resting on it. Healing, though, you've healed. You have done some massive healing work, Sag, I feel like in the last 3 weeks, maybe 3 months specifically. There's been something in you that's been reignited. Knight of Pentacles, you're ready to take that pentacle, give that offer, because whoever you're dealing with this time around, they may have suffered a lot of the same kind of losses as you. And that they want to move on and move forward. What does this person want from Sag? This new person. Who's this new person? What do they want from Sag? They want to move on to calmer, peaceful way of being. There comes that King of Pentacles again. Third time over. Three of Wands. You could be traveling to see this person. This person could be at a distance. The time constraints and distancing could be an issue. They are also waiting to make sure with you, Sag, that something is done. So if it's a past habit, a past relationship, whatever this is, they want to make sure that whatever it was you are in, that you are 110% done with and out of. Because they don't want to repeat a cycle either. So that's going to be, that's the awareness of what's going on this there. Hey, look at that. I said about the self-mastery, the strength, and there you are with it, Sag. The Magician, Temperance, the Strength card, and Leo energy. You're not the same person you were. And it's okay to change. We're not the same person we were 5 minutes ago. Not the same person right now as I am when I started this video. We never stay the same. So you get to decide. No pressure, right? Thanks, Nicole. All right, advice. Advice for Saggies. What does Saggy need to know for this week? Advice. Receive and lighten up. Enjoy whatever these new things are that are in the world, Sag. There's no reason to be so damn serious about it. Feel your way through. Pay attention to what lights you up. Break free from the past. Let the past go. This is a brand new start in love. This is a brand new start in life. Whatever this is bringing you comfort and fulfillment. It's going to help you heal. Pay attention to how it feels in the moment. Comfort. Reassessing what makes you feel good, and you need to reevaluate your worth. Do you not feel worthy enough? Has the past situation brought you down that you don't feel worthy enough? Break free, fresh start, and presence. There you go, Sag. I'm leaving it right there. All right. If you found this video resonated for you, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already done so, feel free to comment, drop me a line. That, again, personal reads are open. Information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page, and holisticallyzenwv.com. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.